Guys, as you can see here, I'm catching a GT4 RS. Look at the closing speed, look at the closing speed. He's not seen me, he's not seen me. Hi guys, and welcome back to Archie Hamilton Racing and to another video where today you join me on a very early morning, as you can probably tell by my voice, for something which is going to be incredible. Finally, today is the day, my first day in my new Porsche Gt3 race car. Today is day number one and I cannot wait just to bring you along for the ride. It's going to be super cool. I've arrived in Wales, in Anglesey, in this lovely brand new Range Rover Sport, so I'll show you that more in a second. But this is a bit of a dream. It's been made possible by a lot of very special people, but we're actually racing this year with a very unique angle. But we're back and today is day number one. I'm going to share with you all onboards, show you techniques, how I drive the car, how, if you were to ever drive one, how you could potentially drive one, and so many other things. So stay tuned to this video. I'm sure you'll learn something as well as me on track. But let's have an amazing day. Thanks to you guys as well for sticking around. We're going to have a good day. Day number one, let's hit it. So this is my ride of choice. A huge thank you to Range Rover for dropping this car off. This is the all-new Range Rover Sport. It's red with the black wheels. I'll talk about specs more in this video. And I'm going to be doing a full video what it's like to live with a Range Rover Sport, the new one. My one is not here just yet. It is on its way. But honestly, the car is the absolute dream with its cream interior. I apologise, that is typical me, fizzy water and pop chips, trying not to, trying not to get hungry on my way here. And, well, I do apologise, I just got hungry. It happens. But let's start the car up. It's not loud, it doesn't need to be loud. It's just a great car. I want to quickly talk about a few people that have made this journey this year possible. Of course, you guys, you are one of the biggest supporters of me, of course. Without you I wouldn't be racing, that is for sure. But I want to talk quickly for a couple of minutes of sponsors that are involved and that have made it possible. The first one is of course Race Drive, the team that have allowed me to drive their car for this season for the championship, and also Eden Private Staff. They're involved with Race Drive. Huge thank you to them. I'll leave their details in the description down below, what they do, etc. Another one I am absolutely delighted and buzzing to announce is Adrian Flux Insurance. Now, that's a name I'm sure a lot of you would have heard of. Now, they are one of my main sponsors for the year. A huge thank you to them as well for jumping on board. There's going to be so much that we are going to be doing with content and so much how you guys can get involved with Adrian Flux also. Classic cars, you name it, race cars, everyday cars, we're going to be doing it with them. Another one is Charles and Dean. Now, you probably would have heard of them as well through TG, etc. Charles and Dean, I'm so proud as well to have them on board. There's going to be so much which they are going to be doing with me this year. Also, finance your cars through Charles and Dean, classic cars, supercars. Also, you can finance race trucks and race cars and you name it, they will do it. Watches, so much more to come soon with Charles and Dean. If you are interested in financing a car or anything, make sure you click the link in the description so you guys fill out the form, get involved, and Charles and Dean will look after you, and very competitive rates with their lenders. And 2010 Creative, it wouldn't be possible without them as well. I've worked with these guys on the Velo off-grid series. It's incredible, and those guys are amazing. You're going to see so much more with 2010 as well and the projects that they are up to. Now let's get to the track. There's a special new arrival as well at the circuit. So let's go check that out. Right, we've just arrived. It is time to get going, and this is our setup for the day. This is very cool. So we have a Boxster which is here. We have another Cup car which is doing the same championship as what I'm doing. This is my car, but this car is going to have a new livery on it, all new design, all the sponsors, where they're going to go, is all going to come very soon as well. So it's going to have a whole new design. And then one thing which has just arrived is this. And this is the new 992 car, which we've just taken delivery of for the team. And this is very cool indeed. So this is the all 992 Cup car, and this is something which the aim is to do well hopefully this year and then we'll step it up, and I will get a chance to drive this car this year, but this is the latest arrival. They're just about to warm it up, fire it up, and then we will be underway. Lots of tyres, we have lots of different wets, as you can see. We have lots of different slicks as well, but yeah, we're just about to fire up this absolute animal, which is our latest arrival to the team. So yeah, there is a chance I'll be in that. Maybe next year we'll be racing that. We will just see. But soon we'll be jumping in my car for the year, and we're going to turn some laps. Right, okay guys, let's enjoy the first run and just take it all in and just build it up from there. That's all I want to do, is just build it up. We're back racing. Let's enjoy it, take it all in, and thank you for all the support, by the way. I'm really happy to be back in this driving seat. It's where I belong. And we're going to go in the first lap. We're going to really build the tyre temperature up, and then we're going to start pushing after lap 1, once we've got the tyre temperature in. And yeah, should be good. Like, genuinely should be good. Let's just enjoy it. Pit speed limiter on. And yeah, we're back. It's emotional, but it's mega to be back. So yeah, let's do this. Wow. Let's build this up. Here we go. There's lots of cars out, but like I say, lap 1, I just wanna build it up, and yeah, just enjoy it, guys. That's what I want to do. Get tyre temperature. First thing is to build the tyre temperature up on the brakes. Turn and brake, turn and brake, and let's just get the car into a window where we can be happy with it. And like I say, you've just got to build it up nicely. No heroics on the first lap. And that's the key with these cars. If you make one error, you will be in the wall. They have so much power. So just tyre temperature, nice and slow, build it up. And then lap 2, we'll start pushing, and then we'll be fine. That's the key, just literally first few laps, temperature, and make sure you get that temperature in the car. Right now, second lap, we're going to start leaning on the car a little bit more, building up the speed. A little bit more. Make sure, turn in at the right points, work out where you're going to brake in the car, and then we'll start to push. Now I'm going to start building up the power on the back straight. And then I'm going up to this corner here. I'm going to just push on in. In we go. And then into the right and on the power. On the third gear. Into the right, we're going to start leaning on the car a little bit more. There is fundamental understeer in the car. That's just down to tyre temperature. Let's not let that panic us. And then back on the power. Okay, we're going to start building up a lap here. Let's build it up. And let's build up this tyre temperature. Let's go. Lap number 1, let's push. Into turn number 1, and then on the power, up to 4th. On the brakes, down 2. Carry the brakes in, all the way in, all the way in, all the way in. On the power nice and early. Up to 3rd, up to 4th. Little brake, into the corner. Just to dab on the brake, and then back on the throttle. It's kind of getting out of the way for me. And then around the right, and then brake, nice straight line. Nice and late though. Get into the apex on the power. To the right, little dab on the brake, use the curb, and then straight back on it. Second, up to 3rd, down 2nd, carry the speed. Straight back on the power, up to 3rd, up to 4th. Carry the speed all the way into this corner, pick up the power, nice and early. Using the brakes to trail the brakes in. And then I'm getting the apex. And then all the way in. And then power again. The way and the speed you catch other cars in this car is unbelievable. That's slick tyres, that's also racing brakes, that's the downforce. Let's push again. Let's go, another lap. Up to fourth. Little break and in, and then I'm on the power nice and early. That's really nice. Car's now coming to me, guys. The temperature's there. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like I'm back in the groove. I'm starting to really lean on the tyre, and then we're not making errors. We're really pushing the car on nicely. Some of these closing speeds, guys, is bonkers, but you've got to be patient and realise that we are in a proper race car. We are not in a road car. Maybe leave it in third here. That works nicely. It might prefer second, but it will do. Third down to second. Carry the brakes and then power. Okay, that's better. That's nicer. Feeling good. Nice and late on the brakes, all the way in. And then on the power again. Guys, it's feeling much better. Every lap, I'm feeling good. And the speed is coming to us. Now let's start another flying lap and let's get rid of some errors. Let's go. Let's go, push. 4. Little lights on the brakes, keep the car in a neutral position, no sudden movements, use all the road, use the banking, use the camber of the road, and then the car will come to you. Don't hit the brakes too hard, don't cause too much of a sudden movement with things, and everything will be fine. Do something sudden, things can go wrong quick. Carrying the speed all the way in, all the way in. I'm using the brakes right into the apex. When I'm right in the apex, I'm fine. But you need to carry that 1% of brakes into the apex. The reason for that is very simple. The reason for carrying the speed all the way in is because it gets the nose in. The balance of the car is much better. And then the car naturally will do a faster lap time. Guys, as you can see here, I'm catching a GT3 RS. Look at the closing speed, look at the closing speed. He's not seen me, he's not seen me, he's not seen me. Make sure you get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way. Oh, that was nearly an accident. That was really nearly an accident. He just didn't see me. He looked in his mirrors and he panicked. That's run number 1 done. Feeling really good. The car feels good. I feel good. And all in all, I'm happy with how that went. So yeah, I mean, there are a few things I need to work on, but for a first run, we'll have it. Absolutely 100% have it. So yeah, all good. Right, let's go. Guys, what I'm going to do in this one is, you can probably see the cameras pointing forwards, okay? Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk you through a lap while the camera literally just points forwards. I think it would just be better in terms of seeing my reactions as well. So yeah, let's just point forwards, and if you guys can see me, and then you don't need to see my face. So at the moment, guys, we're going to do another run, but you're going to join me just pointing forward. So sit back and relax, enjoy, and yeah, I'm going to show you how fast we'll catch a GT3 RS again. See the difference, but yeah, join me pointing forwards, guys, and sit back and relax while I talk you through a couple of laps of this amazing Anglesey circuit. But look how much I catch him in the corners. So crazy. The extra grip from the power, he's got out of the way. So this corner is probably just a second gear corner. I've tried it in third, doesn't seem to work, so we're going to keep it in second. Look at the amazing sea in front of you, guys. Amazing. And this is the second gear corner again. We'll build up the power, and here we can just brake really late. So I'll keep going, and brake all the way into the corner, carry the speed all the way in on the brakes, and then I see that exit curve and I power all the way out, and that's that. And then here we brake pretty much near the side on the right, just before, and then all the way in here, and then when I pick up that apex I go. And then up to 4th, use all the road, little brake, carry the speed in, and then set back on the power here. Watch here, I'll dive straight in, and that's just me using all the road. This here, I click the yellow, and I get back on the power. Up to 3rd, up to 4th, little brake, turn in, pick up that curb there, and then power all the way out, using all the road. Using all the road is 100% key in this car. And then we'll go here, a little lift around the right, set the car up for the brake, and then carry the brakes, pick up the left, there, on the power again, little brake on the right, hook in the inside, and then all the way on the outside. We've got a Lamborghini ahead of us, see how quickly we catch him. Second, in we go, and then back on it as he's having a little moment. He's gone way too wide, I cut back, I get the exit. Well, it's pretty quick in a straight line, but I'm pleased he bailed out of that one. And on the inside of this car, you never know where someone's going to go, so give him some room, and then we'll get back on the power here. Circuit's quite free at this time. We'll do one more lap. I'll brake a little bit closer to the sign. That's where I meant to brake before. All the way into here. Pick up that curb. Make sure your exits are bang on. And then away you go. 4th, in. Pick up this curb. Power. I can get back to full power. I dive in. And then I'm all the way in. I go a little bit wider. Exit. Bang on. Up to 3rd, up to 4th, tiny brake in, start picking up the power, settle the car, and then back on it again, up to 5th, flat around here, start bleeding out, bleeding out, bleeding out, bleeding out, because it's really important to keep the car to the right to set me up for the braking for the left, and then I'm in, here, curb, pick that one up, and then out again. Every time I'm getting my exit, bang on. Don't overshoot the corner. Just on it. Don't go too wide. So to get the car to the right for the next left. And then here we're in. And then straight back on it again. All the way up to the exit curve, up to 3rd. Up to 4th. Brake late. Go even later than that. Turn up all the exit, we get the power on, and we get back on it. And then we make sure that last corner, we get brake a bit too late, make sure we can sort it, and exit. And that is a couple of laps around Anglesey Circle. So there we go, it is nice to be back, honestly, just to be in that environment and to bring you guys on board with me. My race car for the year is super special as one of the cars fires up again. I can't do too much because it will sort of give my rivals things I don't want them to know. So that's the first 2 sessions. In the next one, I'm going to be pushing it so much more. But I'm not going to have the microphone on. As you can imagine, talking and driving is fun, but I want that last 10th, and that's going to come from me keeping my mouth shut and yeah, just basically pushing. But yeah, all in all, the first few sessions have gone well, and I honestly can't complain. To be back in the car and just being in that environment is super special. Hopefully this year is the year where, look, I want to win the championship. It's clear. I want to keep pushing myself, and that's the aim of today, is just to keep going and going and going. I actually want to bring in-car microphone stuff as much as I can throughout the year, because I feel that it allows me to overlay my knowledge to you guys, and you guys obviously hear that, and hopefully you do like it. But leave it in the comments what you think. It's been fun, and hopefully yeah, it's a good year for me. Massive thank you to my sponsors who I mentioned in this video for making it possible, and the team as well. I'll be back in a few weeks' time for race number 1 at Anglesey. Let's bring it on, let's do this, and let's hopefully win this championship. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you.